Christine from Amaryllis Farm Equine Rescue and Sanctuary. This is Amaryllis. Amaryllis is one of the saved rescue horses from the racetrack. He was not wanting the career as a racehorse, and he ended up in a kill pen going to slaughter in Pennsylvania like a lot of the others have. Most of our horses that are saved are race horses that were maybe too slow, show horses that have reached their teenage years, they're not jumping. Your average horse lives to be usually well into their 30s. But in the show world, by the time you're 12 and you're jumping 3-foot, 4-foot fences, you don't stay sound for that long. So, you need to downsize in your career. And what we do is we save these horses from the kill buyers who have purchased them at an auction, and we try to find them the career that would suit the horses. Now, Aramis here has a career here. He works with the little kids that come to the barn. He loves kids. He's like a kid's horse. And we've got horses that are trail horses, and we have show jumpers that now want to be backyard pets, and we have young horses that are going to be fancy show horses. We have the pregnant mares. We had 2 pregnant mares come in because people didn't want to go through the whole birth and waiting for the baby, even though they allowed it to happen, right? And what we do is we rehabilitate the horses that they need it, and we figure out which discipline they wanna pursue, and then we find them the home that will hopefully be the forever home. And we do board some of the horses here because living here is very expensive to have a horse. So we have a lot of your regular local, families that want to have a horse, and they adopt a horse and they board them with us, and we take care of them, and we do all sorts of programs for children ages 3 and up. We do some handicap programs. We've got horses that were lesson horses for years. We have some of the safest horses I've ever seen in my life in this barn. And what we need is the community support. We need more acknowledgement. It's a whole lot more expensive to save and feed a horse than it is a cat or a dog or, a wild duck. So we have an enormous overhead. And the horses, we give open houses, and we do country fairs, and we're trying to get out into the community a little bit more and bring the community in to meet the horses and to really, get a better understanding of the horse in general. Where this community revolves around the Hampton Classic and the shows and the big fancy showing, and that's one little tiny facet of horsemanship. And the rest of the genuine horsemanship is right here. And now we've saved to date, as of last night, 77 horses. And it's been just 3 years and a couple months. So we want to bring people into the barn and get them to meet horses like this and show them what it's like to hug a horse. Right, Aramis? The sanctuary, which is our fundamental goal. We want to create a sanctuary for the horses that need us, especially the senior retired horses that have nowhere to go, where horses that are visually impaired have a safe haven, horses that are late 20s and have lived a great life and have worked and earned their pension. They have a safe place to go where these horses are safe at this point. They're safe. They're safe, they're honest, they're great horses to teach on, where we can bring in more of the handicapped kids, more of the small children, and start to teach, about the horses and how to take care of them and how to groom them. It's not all about riding. People love horses and don't ride. And some people ride English and some ride Western, and it's all about the horses and just being around them. So we want to be able to do that and create an area within for the nursery, for the pregnant mares that we save, the babies that are going to grow until they're 3 years old, until, I'm going to teach them how to be ridden. And a place where maybe we won't grow pine trees. a place where the other animals can come. We've got a little assortment of ducks now that we've had to rescue. Chickens and a couple of bunnies and a couple of little potbelly pigs. So we want to make it sort of like a little farm sanctuary, mostly the horses, but like a little farm sanctuary, and where the animals can live in peace and people can come and see them all the time. But within that, we want to have a classroom so that the kids, if we cannot get into the schools to teach, basic compassion about the animals, we want to be able to have the kids come to us into a classroom. And not only that, but officers like the ASPCA or the Humane Society officers that understand what they're looking for when there's maybe neglect with a dog or a cat, but they might not understand what they're looking for when there's neglect with a horse because they might not be dealing with the horses that much. Emergencies that come up, if there were a barn fire, what to do. If there were, a flood, we do live on Long Island, what to do. I want to be able to address all these situations within the sanctuary. I would love to be a center where all of this information is taught. We're looking to just help the horses. Any way, shape, or form that I can think of to help the horses. If somebody walks out of here with a little bit of knowledge, later on down the road there stands a good possibility that's going to help a horse. That's my point. That's the whole reason for Amaryllis. So we need help, we need community support. We're a federally recognized charity. We're a 501c3. All donations are tax deductible. We're here 7 days a week. The website is hamptonshorserescue.com so everyone can remember it. The original website holds at 4rascal.com. We're looking to just help the horses.